Hey Detroit, it's Let's Talk on your tube, bringing you the up and coming business and entertainment from Detroit to all over. I'm your girl, Miss Wani, checking in beside.
It's your man, Mr. Get It Out the Mud.
Today on Let's Talk, we're going to be talking about social media. We got some dope stuff we're going to be talking about, and we also have a dope guest that we're going to be bringing to you. So y'all stay right there, locked in with Let's Talk. We'll be right back. Cyrus! What's up?
So special.
How you doing? Yeah, you is special. How you doing, sir?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. Just trying to live my best.
Oh yeah, I hear that. That's what's up. You ain't here off the we see you the CC clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very important t-shirt.
You graduated from Cass. Right. What was it like going to Cass?
Man, Cass was
what
fun.
year? What year you graduated?
I graduated in 2011.
Oh, okay.
So we was in there clowning for real, but Cass,
y'all
I'm
couldn't
gonna
throw
tell you.
up the rock though. Y'all was in there. What y'all was in there? 11. You know, we was in there throwing up the rock.
I don't know what we was. We was ready to get out of there. Well, I just wanted to be an artist respected on a professional level. So that's all I was doing in school. I feel like was just building my foundation, so that I can, be respected on a professional level. I didn't know how hard I was gonna have to work to get there, or when it was gonna finally come, or who was gonna give me my chance. But I just kept going until it happened. Right.
And I think with social media is you gotta just learn the game. I call it perception. You can really be not doing nothing and put something out there that make people think you're doing something, that make them want to do.
It's the Bow Wow challenge.
You know what I'm saying? yeah, the Bow Wow challenge. Just act like you on the G5. As long as you don't get caught, you the man.
You don't want to see the action.
You got action.
I automatically think about when you said stuff that's going on, I think about the police stuff. It's like, I guess we gotta see that. I don't know.
I think it should be filtered. I think it should be on there. I think people need to see it.
See about what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Because people believe what they see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can hear about police brutality, but if you never see it, never been through it, you like, that shit don't exist to me. I ain't never.
Right.
So I think the kids shouldn't see it though. Like that dude get shot in the head. Like we seen somebody talking about that dude get shot in the head.
Right.
That junk was out there. My daughter could pick my phone up easily and went on that video, and she would have seen the dude get shot.
But that's the good and the bad though, because some of that stuff be made up too. So that's the bad part about
that just be filtered. But I think it should be on there though. I think it's good people see that. Some people need to see some of this stuff that's going on.
All right, y'all. On today's show, we talking social media: the good, the bad, the ugly. Got your boy, Mr. Get It Out the Mud. Mr. Get It Out the Mud. Excuse me. I don't mean to slander his name like that. Mr. Get It Out the Mud. And we talked last show about Detroit business. This show is all about social media. We're gonna do a little recap for y'all. But before we do that, I want to get straight into our guests. On our show today, we have one of our very own Detroit natives. He grew up on Chicago and Linwood. Graduated from Cass Tech, U of M graduate, and he is the owner of CC Clothes. That's Cool Club Clothing, and he's also a photographer for the city of Detroit. Let's give it up for our boy Cyrus. What's up?
So special.
How you doing? Yeah, you is special. How you doing, sir?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. Just trying to live my best life.
Oh yeah, I hear that. That's what's up. You ain't here off the we see you the CC clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very important t-shirt. It really got dang, I have to tell you the whole story. We'll talk about the story, I guess.
Yeah, we can get straight into it.
Big hit. One of the highest. This is the highest, the most sold t-shirt that I've ever made. Detroit Players.
Oh yeah, them boys dope. Yep, we had one. Or I had one of them on last show. So yeah, we definitely keep you moving in the show. Yep, no problem.
What's up?
We can kind of get straight into it. So I just want to say that I bring up the fact that you grew up on Linwood and Chicago because I think the moves that you making for the city, the moves that you making to be a black male in the city of Detroit is like pretty dope. You making moves for the young, and you making moves for the city. So if you could just tell us a little bit how they got started, how you got started with your clothing line, working with the city. Tell me a little bit.
Well, how I got started, I take it back to living in over there, Linwood and on Chicago Boulevard. That was when I was in high school. I was in middle school at that time, going to Base Academy, and then I went on to high school. I was still living over there until I went to college, but it was the programs that I got involved with while I was living over there. I was going to church though. On Evergreen.
What programs were you involved with?
Yeah. So what I was saying, I was going to church in on Chicago, on Evergreen in Chicago, and this woman in my church, Sister Donna Harris, she got me connected with the Peeps program over there, Chicago, West Chicago, and Detroit Impact on Greenfield. Those are two very important businesses that recreation centers that took me in. Gave me my first jobs, got me exposed and really like motivated to wanna be something.
Yeah. I think they still doing that too. They still giving out summer jobs and jobs period.
Definitely. And then not only they give you jobs, but they give you exposure to resources. They gave me programs. They like, you can sign up and go to this business camp. You learn how to make your own business. There's a financial camp. Gail Perry Mason got involved with her, and so it's just they offer a lot, and it's good what they do for the youth. That's what we need.
Yeah, for the youth, definitely. We all for the youth.
You definitely gotta drop a link or something for them.
No, yeah.
Drop something for people to look into that.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you still involved with any of those youth groups, your church, anything they do within the church?
So as far as I really working with all of them. There was so many different programs and so many different people that that I work with. I try to keep up with as much as I can, but I would say most frequently I've been working with Gail Perry Mason. Her money camp. She's really been able to make that business grow. She holds a financial literacy camp. Like they take a group of kids for 1 week, just 1 week every year out of the summer, and they teach them how to manage their money and how to invest in stocks. And they have millionaires and lawyers come in and talk to them. So she really I got involved with that camp through Detroit Impact. So she really inspired me, and when I started my business, she let me come and sell my shirts to all the kids in the camp. She would just buy 20, 30, however many shirts, for all the kids in the camp from me. So it was definitely a big motivation. So I definitely keep in touch with Gail.
And that's what we need, Gail. Shout out to Gail. She from the city of Detroit, and she definitely show love to a lot of people in the city. Yeah, a lot of those groups, and definitely Money Matters is a big help to the youth and to the city.
That's dope. Super dope.
Yeah. So what about you graduated from Cass? Right. What was it like going to Cass?
Man, Cass was
what
fun.
year? What year you graduated?
I graduated in 2011.
Oh, okay.
So we was in there clowning for real, but Cass,
y'all couldn't throw up the rock though. Y'all was in there. What y'all was in there? 011. You was in there throwing up the rock.
I don't know what we was. We was ready to get out of there and go by the time. Yeah, because Cass was fun though. Cass slept. I mean, it's a lot of girls.
It's a lot of girls.
It was, we was just clowning. It was fun. It was so many different types of people for real. And how they had the curriculum thing where you get to choose what your a major type class. Okay. So it was cool because it was we had artists, and then we had people who were dancing. We had the people who played instruments. I did architecture because I thought that I wanted to be a cartoonist. I thought I wanted to draw. But once I started doing that real architecture, doing drafting and scaling stuff, I was like, I don't like this. It's too technical. Yeah. And I was getting too many C's in them classes. It hurting my GPA. So I wasn't rocking with it. But yeah, Cass slapped. I'm glad I went to Cass. I met some cool people at Cass.
That's what's up. I went to Inkster, man, 09. Shout out to my Vikings, man. Shout out Inkster. Shout out to my Vikings, man.
So you graduated from Cass, and then you went to U of M. You went to U of M straight out of Cass.
Yeah. I got into Michigan, went to Michigan, and that's really when so I was excited going into Michigan because I did Gales Camp like my 11th grade year and going into my senior year. So, because when I was in high school, I didn't know, I wasn't thinking about college for real. Like I knew I was going to college, but I wasn't really putting too much thought into like I don't know.
Did you do a lot of apps and stuff like that? Did you do a bunch of different apps?
No, I only by the time I didn't start caring about like what school I wanted to go to until I took the ACT and it was time to care. I was like, all right, well, I only applied to 2 schools. I applied to Michigan, and I applied to this school in Philadelphia called Drexel. And Drexel was a co-op school, and it's like if you go to the school, you automatically are in a co-op. So you work, you everybody gets a job. So it's like you work, you go to school for 6 months, then you work for 6 months. And I was like, I want to do something like that. But I ended up going to Michigan. And
so did you get accepted to Drexel?
Yeah, I did.
You just passed. I
got into Drexel before I got into Michigan. I found out I got into Michigan like late, like real late, like during my senior year, because they wanted to see my first report card for my senior year. So I didn't even know if I was gonna get in for real.
You was messing up. First year, senior, you was out in Cass messing up. The girls got you a little.
No, it was because my ACT score. I had like a 22. So, and you know, Michigan, the average of the freshman year, freshman class, my year, the average ACT was like a 30.
That's high as hell, though. I had 22 on my ACT too, and I did that. That was high for us. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They was like, "Oh, yeah, the 22, you the
for real, to take it the first time and get 22. That's why I ain't taking no more. I'm like 22. That's great.
I ain't gonna lie, people was congratulating me like I got a perfect score or something on it. No, so for them to actually have a 30, that means they got you.
For real. And they was, and yeah, the average ACT score of Michigan class was like a 30. So. When they told me that, and then the average GPA is like a 3.8, I had a 3.4. So I was like, first of all, I didn't even feel like I was supposed to be there. You know, I was like, man, I don't know how I got in here, but.
So what made you pick Michigan over the other school?
It was really because I was gonna know people. I knew people that was, and when I went to Drexel, my dad actually drove. We drove down there, and I visited twice, and I just wasn't feeling it. So it was feeling weird. They had Chick-fil-A though.
Almost made you stay.
Right. But nah, it was weird. And I knew if I went to Michigan, I'd be close to home. And my cousin went to Michigan, so I had been up there before. So yeah.
What did you major in at Michigan? When did you graduate, or did you start with the same major and end with the same major?
Nah. So. I tried so many different things in school as far as like the academic side because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I tried doing like film classes. I got the only thing I got good grades in was English. That's why I ended up doing the English major. But I did film classes. I took like art classes. I even was gonna try to do business, but it was I don't know. I just decided in the end to just focus on me more. So that's why my freshman year I started Cool Club Clothing, because I was tired of, because I was excited going into the school thing. I was like, man, you know, I'm ready to make moves. I'm right. You know, I done been through that Gales Camp, you know, I've been through these programs. I'm like, I'm ready to get it popping, you know, go to school and be somebody. And then when I was there, I'm like, well, I don't feel like this work is you know,
getting you to where you want to go.
Yeah. I was like, I was tired of doing this work and having this represent me. I was like, how can you judge me based off of this work that I don't even care about? You can't judge me based off of, you know, something that I don't even really want to do. It's right. Like, how can that shouldn't represent me. So I had to really, I knew that doing English or whatever, something that I would get good grades in so I could stay in the school. I knew that whatever degree it was, even if it wasn't going to guarantee me a good job, I knew that I had to bet on me and put the responsibility on me to like make sure I could build my own kind of foundation. So when I started doing Cool Club and selling clothes and seeing that people they was rocking with it, supporting it, I was like, man, I'm about to take this and run with it. That's all I'm gonna have is I gotta hold on to it. Like this is all I got. Like people doing that for their degree. I'm like, I'm doing this. Like this is my degree.
So you had that idea before you went into college, or that idea of the clothing line was before? I mean, when you started college?
So I started rapping when I was in high school, and I'll show you a video too.
You got some YouTube videos, some old YouTube
it's
videos.
Like I had this song called like Hood. It was the Hood Rat anthem. I had it was crazy. But no, I started rapping in high school, and the next I wanted to keep on rapping after I went into college. So because that's what I was tired of working for whatever for the man, or that's what I was on.
The 9 to 5.
Yeah, I was tired of working towards that, so I wanted to do something that I like to do. So I was like, well, I like rapping, so I kept on rapping, and I made Cool Club to be like, I was at school, I was like, man, I'm in college, I can get these people rocking with me. I just need to create like a brand or something that I could put behind my music. And that's why I just was like, Cool Club, like Wiz got Taylor Gang, and they got Young Money, so that was real popular at the time.
So I'm about to say some of them was an inspiration towards it, like that was the music you was messing with.
Yeah, it was just like, it was just a movement, so I wanted to have my own, so I just created a little logo, and my friend, not my friend, my roommate at the time, my freshman year, he actually did that, and he did graphics and stuff in high school, so he just was like, yeah, I can make this. The logo that I drew was the Cool Club logo. It was like a C and some.
So you was strictly out of Michigan with your gear?
No. Oh yeah. Well, I did my clothing line. It was my freshman year. I had it from my freshman year to my senior year, and then by the time I graduated, then I started doing more Detroit kind of design so that I can keep it going.
So you was evolving the whole time. It was changing the whole time. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, for real. It really evolved a lot from what I started with to what it's like now. Yeah, I learned how to design. I had to teach myself how to design and get better, and so I can make better stuff. Like I never thought I could. I never thought I'd could make the bus. put this joint together, but I just had to just sit down and focus on it and I made it happen. And then my designs got better from there. But yeah, man, it's been a big.
So what's been some of the struggles though, as far as some making your shirts or I do clothes too.
Yeah.
So I know it's a lot of different things that prohibit you to get your brand out there or to hold you back. So what's some of your struggles coming up?
Man, my biggest struggle was when I graduated from college, because I had done my clothing line, started my freshman year, and I did it all throughout college, and like I got a lot of love on campus. It was cool. But I knew when I graduated, I was like leaving from Ann Arbor, and that was all like my friends or people that knew me, coming to the city. It's like now, man, it's like I'm starting all over. It's like I got my friends and family, but it's like I still don't have that buzz. I can't just set up anywhere and expect people to come nowhere, or you
even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So my biggest struggle was trying to figure out how to get it popping when I moved back to the city. So the first thing that I tried was going back to my high school. So I did a collaboration with Cass Tech, and it was a lot of back and forth. I tried talking to the principals, talking to teachers, but I finally was able to get in contact with this one teacher. It's bad because I forgot her name, but
you don't have to go back and find her.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because that was like a year or two ago now. But I was working with her and in her class, which was the Castech High Fashion Society, and yeah, they helped me design some shirts. I had took their input, and yeah, I did a collab with Castech, Cool Club Castech. That was cool for me. I was really excited about doing that, and I was like, this is something that all technicians across the city could relate to, but it didn't really pop off how I wanted it to. I sold, it made a little. I sold some shirts and made a little buzz, but I had a lot of shirts left over, and I didn't get. I'm not throwing them under the bus or anything. I know they're busy, and I know this is just me trying to do what I want to do, but I feel like they could help some more. Like I could have got some more opportunity to sell inside the school. It was just hard to like work with them, at the time.
Yeah, different
That's how it be sometimes, especially when they main focus is education, and then your main focus is selling
right.
shirts,
And I'm just trying to get going.
So they trying to make sure that they keeping they focus on, which is in all reality, if you ask the average person, that's more important. You know what I'm saying? They rather breed a bunch of new scholars than sell a bunch of your shirts. You know what I'm saying? So,
but they can still tie it in. I think that's like the same thing with the what is that? They got Big Sean put that studio in there, so that's kind of like the same thing with that. They can still tie it in
but
to the education half.
At the same time, you gotta think how you were saying. Like how Wolf was just saying, where Big Sean did that, but Big Sean didn't make no money off that either. He ain't pressing no issue to make no cheese. He just like whoever get to use it can use it. I put it there for whoever want to use it. You like, well, I put it out here for that, but I need to sell some of these shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still a business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and also I want to say the most important part was I did want to tie it back into the student group. So the student group that I was working with, I did give them 20% of the profit that was cool. That I made That's dope from the sweatshirts. I forgot. I don't know why I left that out. That was dope. And it was cool. It was really cool actually. To the first batch I made, we sold them out, and it was cool being able to just hand them like cash and just like, here, this is your part to do their fashion show that they was trying to put on.
That's dope right there.
So it was cool.
So it was still a win for them. No matter what, it was still a win for them. That's what's up.
And it was dope, even though I said they didn't go as big as I wanted to go, but it was still, cool being able to.
And that's definitely,
period. That was the
when you dealing with stuff like that, man, you gotta take that from a lot of situations. Like just knowing the trials and tribulations, knowing what not to do now, the ways to go about certain things. That's why I ask everybody especially when I'm talking about clothing, because that's what I do too. I ask people what they're going through to kind of match our struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I can help you get to yours. You might be going through something that I'm going to be going through or going through mine, you know what I'm saying? So I ask everybody, that's one of the main things I ask is what's your struggle, what's your grind? And then people, when they see your brand, they start understanding it more. They understand the reason why you do certain things, they understand why you wear the shirt, they understand what your label mean, you know what I'm saying? Then they understand your struggle, you know what I'm saying? If they can help, if they're a genuine person, a genuine fan of your work, they're going to help you get through that struggle, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always ask that when I talk to people about what they're doing. Is what you doing to get to your point, or what did you have to go through to get to where you at now? To even get here, to have a shirt that's sold so much, to be able to wear the buffs, and you know what I'm saying? What did you do to get there? So people that's coming up, or people that's where you at, trying to get to where you going, can know how, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what's up.
And then so after the Castech thing, I tried one more time. I had got connected with Devin Funches, and he is he played football at Michigan, and now he plays for the Carolina Panthers, and so he's cool. We cool from when we was in Michigan, and we did a collaboration on some shirts, and I really wanted to build some buzz around that, but it was just hard trying to work with him because he was so busy, and he had just come off a Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl and played the year I was trying to work with them. So it was just a lot going on. So it wasn't until that's when I was like, all right, I've just really gotta learn how to design so I can just stop trying to, trying to depend on one of these other, Devin Punches or Castech to try to take me off. I'm like, let me try to make some designs on my own. And this was the first one that I came up with. I came up with the Detroit player. I'm like, what's something that the city could rock with, and something that that's just like dope. And it's like, man, ain't nobody put the buffs in the shirt. So,
that's the original.
Okay. Cool. So that was my biggest struggle, having that moment where I had to learn how to design and really try to focus. And
so Who taught you? You taught yourself the whole situation?
Yeah.
Did you use certain programs, or you just play with the computer for a minute? And
So when I said my freshman year in college, my roommate at the time, he did it in high school. He used Adobe Illustrator and InDesign and like Photoshop and all of that stuff.
Okay.
So he showed me a little bit, how to use one of the tools, like a pen tool, but for the most part, he showed me a little something, but I downloaded it and I just started, learning from there. I was learning on my own using YouTube, just making stuff. I like to practice and really, I like to work at learn as I go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't be studying too much and try to. I jump right into it, and that's what helped me too. Help me grow real fast, because I will always just jump right into it, not knowing, if it's the best decision or if I'm doing it right. I just go. Just do it.
Yeah, but I mean, the key to learning is experience, man. You can't get a better teacher than that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't learn from bumping your head a couple times against that wall, know that it ain't what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Then maybe this ain't what you're supposed to do. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's the experience. You really can't get a better teacher than experience.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? A person that been through something that you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good way to learn. It's a cheap way too. Because, a lot of people charge for that, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people charge to show you how to work that machine or how to, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely a good look, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
So would you say that's all the part you want to have good and bad networking experiences throughout thus far, coming back, like different experiences as well, from Ann Arbor, coming back to the city as well?
You said, would that be all of it?
No, would you agree that you, the networking, you want to have different experiences as far as networking? Has it changed, got better, good and bad?
Well, it was different being at Michigan, because it was so close. We all knew each other, and it was very small, so a lot of people were able to see my brand. And it's like in the wintertime, I made hats, so one person walking around with a hat, it looked like everybody. One person you see him, it looked like everybody wearing it in there. But that's another thing where you get that from. It's like, it did its own kind
Word
of marketing.
Word of mouth.
Right.
Word of mouth.
Well, that's kind of like in the city too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that go
Good
around.
stuff itself.
But they say the
the
city is a popularity show, so you know what I'm saying? That's part of it too.
It's just different in the city because it's just like a higher kind of demand. I mean, not a higher demand. It's just like it's harder to sell, harder to come up with something dope. It's harder to impress people around here. It gotta be like,
because we doing it. You know what I'm saying? They look at constantly looking for that next big thing already. So when you come up with something like, oh, we been on that, because they always aligning them on that, or dudes Miami on that, and we following that.
Right. And everybody here, they don't play about what they spend their money on. Like they
want to be official. They want to be official too.
Right. I want to make sure my money is.
That's why my brand, man. My brand, I pride. We pride on quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We spend a lot of money on and time. Cause right now we made to order. Because we don't want to put no bull out there. You know what I'm saying? We made to. You want this jacket? You want to give us a couple of days? Because we going to get top flight. You know what I'm saying? So. You ain't playing. They try to get on your ass, man. They'll put you out there, your shit ain't right, dog.
And that's what they really like that made to order. It's like they really want custom
they
stuff.
They know you didn't put your heart and soul, and they know you didn't took your time on and had to call people and make sure this right there is. So
that's what I'm about to say. It's all about networking and making sure your stuff is different. At least that's what I think it's about. Networking and making sure your stuff is different, and you keep your stuff updated, I guess you can say, with not what's in style, but I guess how you said how you created the shirt for the city or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they can relate to.
Yeah. But I think, or I would say, I know I'm not the only person who would say the relation between that stuff is social media plays a role in the relation between that stuff. But within the next segment, we're going to be talking a little bit more about how social media play a closer role between that and business and social media.
Play a role. Okay.
So yeah, y'all stay right there. We're gonna keep Cyrus with us, and we'll be right back on Let's Talk. It's Let's Talk, and we getting straight back into it. We talking social media, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we still have your boy Cy here with us, or Cyrus. My bad. Excuse me. He said it don't matter. Mr. Get It Out the Mud, and I'm your girl, Miss Wani. Okay, so we back into it, and Cyrus, I want to know, as well as I'm sure other people would like to know, what's it like working for the city? You're a photographer for the city. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I mean it's cool. So I work specifically with this website called theneighborhoods.org, and the mayor wanted to get this website going so that we can tell the stories of people in the neighborhoods that you may not know of watching the news, or some of the big newspapers. They how a lot of their focus is be on downtown and midtown and new buildings and stuff. So we tell stories of people doing, people getting their businesses. Yeah, local businesses, all types of different form of events. We talk about everybody in the neighborhoods. We even break some
exclusives.
Like
y'all be having exclusives.
Yeah, some police announcements. Just different things. And on the website, there's like a map of Detroit. You can find your neighborhood, and it'll bring up like when trash day is, and what houses are for sale in the neighborhood, who the police are in the neighborhood. So you can find all of that on the site, theneighborhoods.org. So yeah, I take pictures for the stories that we take. So because it's like a news site. We do stories every day. Whatever's going on, everything's going on in the neighborhood. So I go out and take the pictures for the website, and also I'm under in the media department for the city of Detroit. So I work with all of the videographers, and there's only one other photographer for the city. So sometimes they ask me to do stuff like the mayor, if he's having a press conference or something, and they ask me to go shoot it, or I get to shoot, like I was taking pictures at the Thanksgiving parade. I had like a media pass to take pictures there. I go to festivals. I can go to festivals and shoot on behalf of the city, like Mopop. It's cool. It's cool.
So you in the media world kind of deep.
Yeah, it's definitely in the media field, which is something that I always wanted to be in since school. Well, I just wanted to be an artist respected on a professional level. So that's all I was doing in school. I feel like was just building my foundation, so that I can be respected on a professional level. I didn't know how hard I was gonna have to work to get there, or when it was gonna finally come, or who was gonna give me my chance. But I just kept going until it happened.
How did you come across the opportunity to be for the mayor?
So I have a friend. So I was taking, when I graduated, I used the camera for my clothing line at first. I was just taking pictures for my clothes because I felt like I could have took my own pictures. I didn't have to pay for somebody's. I was like, I'll just take my own pictures. It can't be that hard. You just like, I know how to take pictures. And so I was using my auntie camera, and I used that all throughout college. And so by the time I graduated, I decided, I was like, man, I'm just gonna about to start shooting and try to make some extra money, because I feel like I can get some good shots off. I did my cousin prom, had him looking crispy. He was like, you did your thing on these. I'm like, okay, I might have to make some money now.
Right. And that's how it happened.
Yeah, and that's how it happened. But I wanted to be good. I didn't want to be trash. So
what's your platform though? What's your platform for your pictures that you do for yourself?
Instagram, Super Cyrus B.
Just for your photos and for your clothing.
My clothing, coolclubclothing.com, and I also do have some of my photos on my website. But what I was saying as far as the city, so yeah, I went all sidetracked.
Oh no, you fine. And I kind of, yeah, my bad.
No, yeah, so I started taking pictures for my friends, like their grad pictures, and I was charging them. I just started slow, and I started practicing. I started trying to study and get better, figure out how to use the camera, what equipment I should get. And so I was just out here just posting on Twitter, posting on Instagram, just showing people my pictures. And one of my friends, Amber Lewis, she was already working in the mayor's office, and she does his tweets. Like, she's the social media and digital marketing manager for the city of Detroit. So she was already in there sending all creating social media plans and everything for the mayor. And she noticed my pictures on Twitter.
Network.
Yeah, I met her back in school. I met her when I was in Michigan. She went to state, and we did some programs together. That was me just, getting out there trying to network. And so, yeah, she
people from the city working with the city or in
prime
the city.
example of good networking right there.
Exactly. Yeah, she really helped me. She gave me that opportunity. She opened some doors for me. So I always am appreciative.
That's what's up. Shout out. So would you say social media plays a role in what you do with your business as well as personal life? How much are you on social media? How does it play a role in your life?
Yeah, just like how I said I got that opportunity. If there was no social media, she wouldn't have even known that I was taking pictures. People
It would have had to be word of mouth was everything a long time ago. But now you could put a click and 40,000 people can see something. Like,
Right, exactly. It's like I don't even know how else I would have got that opportunity. And even if you want to take it that far, her even being able to give me the opportunity, because her job is social media. That's what her whole job is, sending out the city's tweets and then the mayor's tweets.
She wouldn't even have that job to give you without social media.
So social media has changed the game.
Yeah, it definitely
for
has.
everything.
So what's the we hear the good things about social media can bring, but what's some of the negative stuff you think social media can bring?
Well, the good thing about social media is that everybody has a platform, and that's the bad thing about social media, is that everybody has a platform. Because everybody can just say whatever they want to say. You can just straight up make up a lie, and it's like nobody really barely does the research anymore to see if it's true. It's like people just go with a lie.
Enough people say it's the truth, it becomes the truth.
Honestly, it's like people don't even. So it's like that's probably the negative. People who misuse it.
Yeah,
social media.
I think, man, my true opinion is you gotta learn the game. Mm-hmm. Like I always reference to Floyd Mayweather, for instance. A lot of old school cats don't like his style of boxing. He just don't knock nobody out. He really not a big exciting boxer to watch. Mm-hmm. But my thing I look up to him about is he learned the game. It's a numbers game. He learned that if I hit you more times you hit me, I'll win. You know what I'm saying? I talk enough shit before they fight. I'm gonna get you there. You're gonna pay for these tickets. And as long as I hit that guy more times than he hit me, I win.
Right.
And I think with social media is you gotta just learn the game. I call it perception. You can really be not doing nothing and put something out there that make people think you're doing something, that make them want to do buy into what you know what I'm saying? yeah, the Bow Wow channel. Just act like you on the G5. As long as you don't get caught, you the man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people on there right now, man. And they I ain't gonna consider them in my circle, people that I know.
Yeah.
And they post this stuff all day long, bro. You would have swore they rich. You know what I'm saying? But it be I ain't gonna put them out there, but it don't be what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not paying attention and they playing their cards right, man, I was looking in, you thinking that person is the man or that person is the, you know what I'm saying? So it's just knowing the game, man, knowing it. And I use it all the time. Not to say I be boosting nothing, but I use those tools all the time to better my brand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just my angles and my pictures be on there. The times are nice. I put my pictures on there. People, I put my pictures on there too. Mm-hmm. Who I'm following, who follows me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Separating my pages. I was gonna ask you, do you have separate pages? Like, do you have a personal page and the business page?
Definitely.
That's like key. She actually Keith told me about that when we started this. When she started this,
Okay.
she was kind of like, "You gonna have to get a page for just us."
Right.
And then keep yo, cause I be having everything.
Yeah.
You have my baby mama on there, my kids. You know what I'm saying? You got my clothing line. You got the, and like, hold on, all this on one page ain't it? You know what I'm saying? It make it hard to highlight your fans. Because they got your friends and you up in your peoples, and then you got your fans that really just want to watch you for what you're doing on whatever you know you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just gotta learn how to use this. It's a numbers game, man. You gotta learn the numbers on it. You pretty good with social media, man. But
you
man,
had that problem on the business end. What bad stuff do you or have you ever ran into anything in social media like that?
Hindered you or something.
Yeah, in your business wise though, like personal, okay, you know, you got stuff that probably float through your TL that irritates you. You see on social media all the time. But business wise, has it ever been something on social media that you know what I'm saying, like stopped your flow or?
If anything, social media can be like a distraction. From my inspiration of how how my creative process,
Right, 'cause you see something else,
maybe. I see something else, or I may be in my feelings about a design that I feel like look like mine, that could kind of hinder me,
Well, I think that happened a lot about a lot of
Man, we
stuff.
just had that
Not
happen.
just clothes, just I mean in general with songs and
we got a guy out here with the same exact name. I didn't even tell you about that.
Stuff like
It's a dude that got get it out the mud like. Now, I don't
that's
think
why they
his
say
brand.
it's all about having that
paperwork,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, that paperwork. That's
Yep.
It's all about having that junk signed on the dotted line. Cause hey,
so it's more of a mental thing for me. Is social media. It's nothing has really caused any of the problems. I can't. Not that I can think of, but it's more of a mental like.
And for the most part, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
It's all what you think about yourself. Like I said, like I said, man, words only have the power we give it. You know, we was kicking in with somebody last night about marriage, and I just pretty much said like, you can have a ring, you can have a license, but it only mean what you allow it to mean, what you want it to mean. You know what I'm saying? Social media only goes as far as you want it to go. People only allowed to do what you let them do. You know what I'm saying? So when I come across some type of problems, I usually block them, try to block them the most, because you have that option. And if it's something I have to take on head on, I take it with the positive stride I can and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing good work and you staying positive, for the most part, it'll overshadow the negative that will come. It is some negatives that's gonna automatically come, because everybody not gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? You got people that might not like you from high school that see you now, you doing something positive, doing something good. That's gonna have something say, well, back in the day he wasn't this. Like it's 20 years later, I've been out of high school since 09. You know what I'm saying? You bringing up something that didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that social media opens up that door. You know, it's so broad. Nothing goes away from social media.
Right.
It's always there. You put something on social media, you gotta know you want to put it on there.
Yeah.
Because it ain't somebody screenshot it or it gets to a certain website, it's never going away. Yeah. It's like so you just gotta be careful what you do on there. Stay off it. Use it for what it's for. I try to stay off as much as I can. It's so addictive, bro. Yeah. I'm looking at my phone now at the LeBron game and my notifications. You know what I'm saying? It's so addictive. So you gotta just know how to time yourself on it.
That's what a lot of people say. They get tired of it. They get tired of social media. Yeah. Especially a lot of people. Do you feel like that with your business? A lot of people, they say a lot of people feel like that with their business. I know I feel like that sometimes because you got the personal and then you got the business side. So you like, all right, let me scroll through, see what my people doing. Then you got to scroll through for your business and stuff. So it's like,
Definitely, it's a lot. It's a lot of work to maintain your social media page. It's like, cause posting is not just. I mean, it sounds easy, posting to Instagram, but it's like you gotta put a lot of thought into that content.
And then do you only have Instagram? Then you got the Instagram, the Twitter, the Snapchat,
exactly,
the Facebook,
everything, everything.
And my notifications be jumping on bullshit sometimes. 3, 4 in the morning, you still checking your phone. You really supposed to be sleeping.
Right.
But you still catch yourself checking your phone. It's crazy.
And that's why it seems like it's just so addicting now to, I won't say it's addicting. I don't want to say that.
Yeah, it's addictive. It's just like crack.
Because people wake up and, it's straight to Instagram or straight to it. But
for real.
I think that's a bad thing, too.
It is.
Because if you with a person, right? Like, okay,
Just like crack.
You got a girl? You got a girl?
Nah.
But if you had a girl, right? Like just a serious relationship at this point.
Maybe.
And
He's talking about baby.
yeah, I can see the Trey player, man. I'm hip. I got you. Trey
Don't
player.
say nothing that will
You hear me? Yeah.
keep it clean.
But with all the girls, that's out there, you got your chick or whatever you're dealing with, your significant other you're dealing with, right? Would you be mad if the first thing they did is grab their phone before they rolled over and said good morning to you?
Right. I mean, in today's age, you got some people who will be like, no,
I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I done gave that good D like not, I done did that too. And you roll over, and you could get that Instagram before you say good morning.
They say good morning to Instagram before they say.
You know what I'm saying? You can put a good that hot ass breath on good morning Instagram.
That mean, people argue about stuff like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we beefing. We beef for the whole day off that.
I'm dead.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad at my little homie.
That's funny.
You roll over and you do this, and you don't. After I done put that work in, I know what I did the night before.
But somebody gonna be like, you was still asleep. I ain't want to interrupt you. You was asleep.
Nuh-uh. I ain't trying to hear that.
On Instagram instead.
That's funny.
Hell no. And you better not put me on there without permission.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, that's the other thing. You better not put me on there without permission.
Yeah. You got the attention both ways. I took a picture and I still put you up on Instagram.
Oh, that's a catch-22 right there, dog.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think social media is something else. But do you only got the Instagram or what else do you got?
No, so yeah, there's a Facebook page. I have a Cool Club Clothing Facebook page. Instagram, a Twitter too, and it's just like, yeah, it's hard to maintain all three of them. Which a lot of them I need to do better.
Do you have an assistant? On the last show we talked about an assistant. I think everybody should have an assistant. That's just my opinion. I think the assistant works out with a business. Like, it allows you not to go nuts. It allows you to have your personal space, your business space, and still conduct your business like a business versus.
I'm shaky on that though. You have one at all?
No.
Would you like to get one?
They want to run it. They want to run the full thing, full throttle, and some people just want all the money.
Well,
I ain't even tripping on that. Well, how you feel? How you feel about it?
I wish I could have one, but if I could find somebody that want to do it, because I can't pay him. If I could pay him,
and then that's of course in the beginning I understand that with everybody, but that's
my thing is
I need an assistant and a chef.
The chef is probably a little more better. But I feel like the responsibility, I want my standard to be so high. So you gotta think some of these clothing lines and business, this your baby. You know what I'm saying? This your baby. You ain't just letting everybody babysit your baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like the person that would do that, if I'm paying you with I know you're gonna do your job at all the time.
Right.
And social media is so overwhelming that how do I know you on my page and on your own page? You know what I'm saying? Like it's something I feel like you got it all to handle.
It's still like a regular job. If you were an assistant, you still ran like a regular job. But that is why you will hear the famous people, you know what I'm saying, literally getting into it with their assistants or fighting them because they stealing from them or they.
I don't want to watch over it too much. I think I would have to. It would mess me up because I would have to babysit too much. And it's like if I'm gonna do all that, I'm gonna be doing it myself. And whoever doing it, I'm gonna feel the same way. Like if you're gonna be on my head like this, you should really do this yourself because you're not gonna trust me to do it how you want it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think assistant would be good for me. I have to know like what's that show he's coming back out there? Like New York, Puffy. When he had that one show, he had the assistants and they was running around getting New York cheesecake and shit.
Oh, okay.
I would have to know something like that. Like, you wouldn't go get the cheesecake in the middle of us. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing that, I'm straight. I'm dead. I'm good, bro. I can't do it. This everything.
But you say you for the assistant. You would say an assistant in the future. You gonna have an assistant.
If it's somebody that I trust, like you said, if I can find somebody that I trust.
What about a family member? Would you prefer a family member over a stranger to be your assistant?
Well, honestly, if it's somebody I trust,
like you don't even matter at this point. Things not.
You gotta be able to trust your family member.
Right.
Just like you could trust a family member, just like you trust a friend, any other friend. So if it's somebody that I trust, then maybe then. But that's when things start getting out of getting out of control. Like if I can't, I have yet to feel like I couldn't handle everything for real. So until I feel like that for real, like all right, I really need to get an assistant. things ain't been popping like that. It's popping, but it ain't popping like that.
All right.
So do you use social media for sales? I use a lot of social media for getting my sales, like get my orders.
Definitely.
So how do people contact? What's your how's your
main
process?
platform for Cool Club.
That and then what's your main process of ordering from you? Like is it on a website? Or?
Yeah, so Cool Club, it's on. I have a website, coolclubclothing.com. But since I've gotten better with my photography, been taking more pictures, so I would just post a lot of pictures. I definitely post a lot of pictures that I take. I can do that's the best thing. I can do a shoot with my brand, grab my sister or my cousin Lonnie and take some quick pictures, post it on Twitter like, hey, I got some new tees out, and catch it on the website. So, right. So definitely use social media. It's everything.
Because we don't have a clothing line. We'll say clothing line. We don't have a website.
Oh, okay.
We had some making. It was real slow.
Okay.
It wasn't really appealing to people that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Instagram has a thing where you pay for a promotion.
Oh, okay.
So you can just pay like Instagram. I think we pay like $15, and then it's so cold with it that you can't even break it down to the people you want to see it, like the age group, the time they posted, the areas they posted in.
Oh,
so
you mean for the posting? Are you paying for
a paid promotion? So when you see like we go on Instagram and you see those sponsored by, that's somebody who didn't pay Instagram to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. I use that a lot, and I just do a process where you just hit me up, you pre-order, I got Cash App, you put your order in, and I send out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It can get overwhelming. We got a nice little crew. It's more than me and my brother. It's a nice little crew we got.
Yeah. Okay.
So you might be taking an order a day. She might take an order. Like the orders go to certain people.
Okay.
And we just use the same, Cash App. We use the same account, so we know what's going in, what's going out. But for the most part, I just use that, man, because
cool.
it's still smooth. I'm still getting to my core demographic that I'm aiming
and then
towards.
Do you use different things like that? Like what's all your payment ways and payment options?
Yeah.
Is the only way you can order through just your website, or can you use your social media as well? Can somebody hit you up on Instagram or Twitter and be like,
I mean, well, I usually, either have them go to the website, or if they want to meet up, then I'll meet up with them if they want to do like cash. But no, I've never done just doing the like cash up. Well, maybe it depends. I will if I know the person, but.
Right.
If it's somebody I don't know, I usually just say, the website, just cause.
So, do you order your shirts by bulk, get them done, then print out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So you when they order for you, you already got it on hand. It's pretty much already pre-ordered.
Yeah, I don't do
See, I guess I do make the order, so I do cash.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah. No, I don't. Everything that I said, I already got it made.
Okay.
I used to do custom designs when I was in school. It was cool doing that. I used to have people, they pretty much design their own shirt on the computer, and I print it out and iron it on. But no, I don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
But no,
so overall, would you say social media is a good thing?
Yes.
Overall, okay.
It's overall it can be used for a lot of good. I mean, it's changed. Y'all been seeing the yodeling boy in Walmart?
I did see him. Yeah.
Somebody brought him up the other day.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it's a video, right? Floating around or something. Yeah, I haven't seen the video.
And he was on somewhere else. He got put on like
He just got a record deal from Atlantic.
Hold on, for Yodel?
Yeah.
I heard he went to some concert.
He was on Ellen, the TV show.
I'm gonna look you up.
Okay, that probably
I'm about to start Yodel when they
like
give out record deals for it.
He was standing outside of Walmart.
No, and then I heard somebody else got in trouble for doing it in Walmart.
I heard a black
Hold on, so this a white dude that supposed to be Yodel?
It's a little boy. He's a little kid, like 10 or...
Okay, but he's white though, right?
I can't say if he's exactly white, but
okay. So he did it, got a record deal. Did somebody else did it, got in trouble for it?
Right.
Oh, this some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still they got a record deal though. Yeah. I mean, he yodeled and got. I wonder how much they signed him for. I'm about to start yodeling. They're going to send me to jail. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They giving a record deal. I'm about to be.
You gotta break the internet. Shit.
How you do? I'm about to be cutting up. I need a record deal. Want to put us on, baby? Let's talk about that.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you see on social media.
Well, I was saying was that boy he was that came from social media, like the video got
went viral. That's all it takes.
That's all he got a record deal. He living good now.
Yoda went all around the place.
Performing in front of thousands of people now. He used to stand in front of Walmart. Somebody taped him. Now he's standing in concert.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a guy like that from Chicago. Old man, he was on Facebook. I forget his name. He's singing in the
and that's
subways.
Back to Soulja Boy and how he got started.
Soulja Boy was the biggest. He used social media better than anybody ever. He's the prime example of good social media.
He just messed it up, a little bit along the way.
He can keep on. He's still making off that.
Well,
all them boosting stories and what he was doing on social media. He still was eating off that. He is the king of social media. I don't think it's besides Floyd Mayweather. Promotion don't get no better than that.
Yes,
crazy.
He sold ringtones. Man, his first video was a straight up on the phone, uploaded to YouTube. Like it don't get no better than that, bro. It don't get no better than that. You can't tell me a person that broke the internet more than him. Every time he get on that mug with a pink gun or whatever, he breaks the internet every time. Yeah, he a legend on the internet for sure.
Then what was the last thing he was on? Love and Hip Hop with his girl?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here and there. That's me. Okay. Okay. So let's do a social media. Yes or no. All right. I'm gonna ask you a few things, or like related to social media. Okay. So filters and angles. Yes or no? No filters and angles. You need to just see it straight.
Only because you said filters and like angles.
You just need the sun. The sun is the only filter.
I understand the angle, but the filters be trash. I'm a photographer too, so I don't encourage the filters. They be making the picture look.
Alright. The recordings. It was supposed to say it, but all right. The recording is a fights and crazy stuff that's going on.
No.
Hold on, we got action.
You don't want to see the action?
We got action.
Well, I automatically think about when you said stuff that's going on, I think about the police stuff. It's like, I guess we gotta see that. I don't know. I
think it should be filtered. I think it should be on there. I think people need to see it.
See about what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Because people believe what they see. You know what I'm saying? You can hear about police brutality, but if you never see it, never been through it, you like, that shit don't exist to me. I ain't never. So I think kids shouldn't see it though. Like that dude would get shot in the head. Like we seen somebody talking about that dude get shot in the head.
Right.
That junk was out there. My daughter could pick my phone up easily and went on that video, and she would have seen the dude get shot.
But that's the good and the bad though. Because some of that stuff be made up too. So that's the bad part about it.
Just be filtered. But I think it should be on there though. I think it's good people see that. Some people need to see some of this stuff that's going on.
All right, the next one is the president tweeting.
No
to the president.
That nigga talk crazy.
Yeah.
He make you mad. He'll make you mad. He'll piss you off.
Oh man.
Threatening everybody can get us on. Shut up.
You tweeting too much.
All right. When you want to date, phones? No phones.
Nah.
No phones.
No
I'm
phones.
Well,
it's you have your phone on deck.
Man, you can't tell me. You want to date with a nice little thing, and they call you for 20 shirts. You ain't answering that call, man. That nigga takes that phone and say, I need 20 of the Detroit Player version shirts.
You say it depends on who it is, huh?
You gonna be like, baby, get your check. We going to get check, please.
If it's about money, then yeah. But if not, then it can wait.
So do you like girls that do like they want to take the little, they looking good, girls love doing it. They looking good, they got dressed up, they want to I'm at Adiamos, I'm at Benihana's, I'm at, you know what I'm saying? I'm at McDonald's shit.
I ain't got nothing wrong with it as long as it's not embarrassing me. As long as I'm
respectful
not
I'm
not being embarrassed, and it's like whatever, do your thing. But I mean, a lot of girls do like overdo it. Sometimes it be too much. It's like, all right, you just live in the moment sometimes.
So that's kind of like the ugly.
What about you though?
Well, we gonna get more into that when we come on back. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we gonna definitely get more into the ugly side of social media when we get back with our next segment. So y'all stay locked right there with Let's Talk. We'll be back. All right, y'all. So let's talk. We back into it. Talking social media, the good, the bad, and now we on the ugly. Before we left, we was talking about the filters and the angles and the good and the bad of the recording and some tweeting that's been going on. So let's get back into the ugly. So y'all tell me a little bit more about what y'all think the ugly side of social media is. What you think having your own business? I guess that's the biggest thing. I want to know.
Well, like I was saying before, I guess the ugly side is people that everybody can just say whatever they want to say, and like maybe it hasn't happened in a while, but I remember a long time ago, some group of guys tried to say that my design was copied from theirs, and then they just like posted a picture of one of my designs on their Instagram page. It's like, you know, like clowning it, like somebody tried to steal our design, what is this? And people just getting their jokes off, and I'm like, who are these clowns? You know what I'm talking about? Like trying to go on my stuff. Like I came up with this and out of my own brain, I drew it right in front of my own eyes, and I didn't even know nothing about y'all. But so I had a friend who knew some of the guys. I had her like reach out to them, but whatever. So this is like that. I guess that's how it could get ugly, because I could have just, you know, I could have started like a war or something if I didn't want to be. If I didn't want to be, you know, the bigger person about it, I could have been going on their stuff. I could have, could have went back and forth. But it's like I just, you know, I didn't let it get to me. It was just like it could have been ugly, you know, but it's like I just was like whatever. They just.
Yeah, that definitely could get out of hand.
Yeah,
especially like I said, I just seen the guy with R get out the mud, and I'm like, I don't know if, because get out the mud is so broad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in our eyes get out the mud. Some people use it in a song. Some people use it as expression every day. They just talk about get out the mud. So he could have actually put that on here just how he felt about that shirt. About, we don't know if that's the brand, but just to see it kind of, you know, it was like a red flag, like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you gotta understand what it brings, because okay, that's your shirt, but we know you, cool club, woo woo. Then what if another guy come out with a Detroit player shirt same way, but he on some totally negative, he a bad person, or he on some, or say for instance he's gay, you not gay, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just saying, like, now they're relating y'all together, so everything that he does is something that you do. When you type in get out, some days we when we do our meetings, we hashtag get out the mud and see what comes up. You know, see what people talking about. Some people talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's why you got to make yours different and known, you know what I'm saying, for what you represent and stuff like that, and make sure yours is unique. But I think that's, a lot of people want to say, I think that's the style that we have is unique, period, from different states. You know, a lot of people like to say everybody from Detroit got the same style. Me, myself, I don't think everybody from Detroit has the same style, but is there a certain type of, what can I say, like, I don't know how to actually break it down. But yeah, I don't think everybody is the same. I think everybody has their own certain style. I think they got a little flavor of Detroit in there, but I think that it's different. And their own shape way is different. I don't think everybody is the same. I think even music, clothes.
So you talking about far as, like, when you say the same or same style, you talking about exactly what they're wearing?
I'm talking about what they're wearing, hairstyles. I think the average people that maybe, you know what I'm saying, y'all seeing maybe in the clubs every night, you know what I'm saying, maybe all don't have the same hairstyle, or they all got on the same outfit, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it's certain people who, it's different clothing lines that's different.
Yeah, unique, well, definitely.
And, you know, far as from print. Okay, so maybe two people may have joggers, but the print and stuff, you know, it's about, to me, it's about that. To me, unique, what it stands for, what's the colors and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's when you get different at. But far as the actual style, I think Detroit, man, people take it wrong how they want to. It's a following. They get a lot of followers. Yeah. You know, if you think about our originality, our roots, that's why that shirt means so much. Detroit players, people shouted us out for that. For gator boots, suits, three quarter length suits and 3-piece suits. Yeah, you know, Henry the Hatter. You know what I'm saying? People used to do that. Like when you go to Houston, they known for the sipping lean thing, and they got the Cadillacs with the fifth wheel and the long, the hydraulics and the, So when you go to Detroit, we have a style that we have, in so many words, we have strayed away from. They don't even. When last time you seen a person wear a pair of Murray boots? That was the everybody. When I graduated high school, if you had a pair of Murrays on going down that prime line, you wasn't doing nothing. Yeah. Now it's like not everybody want to do extra Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, Red Bottom. We wasn't wearing that. It was straight big block Murray Gators. You know what I'm saying? Your buffs on, woods. In the wintertime, you had on the Pelly or a Alpine. Now you got niggas wearing these things. You see our whole, you know what I'm saying? It was Jabot. Yeah, Products was the only they had
let's bring the owls back.
Yeah, the owls gotta come back. That's Detroit swag. You got dudes out of town now wearing owls, and the people that originate don't even wear it.
Right.
Big Sean went out there, he wore one T.I. got one.
That's Detroit style. Like everywhere you go, like Chicago. Everybody from Chicago probably be like, oh, everybody in Chicago sound the same. But that's because y'all all from Chicago. Y'all gonna have a piece of that flavor in you. But you gonna have a little bit that's different. That's why you got some people that rock with Sada, but some people rock with whoever. They may not rock with Sada, but they may rock with somebody else. It's different types of style. Every rapper in Detroit, people say everybody sound the same and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But you got some people who like Sada, some people who don't like Sada, I
just think our story is so similar.
You know what I'm saying?
We from here. It's only so much you can rap about.
You know what I'm saying? That flavor, bro. You gonna have some of that flavor.
I definitely agree with that. Now that makes more sense. Everybody when you got people doing the exact same thing.
You're right. Now that's different.
You know what I'm saying? You got some people in Detroit, bro. I'm talking about literally be like, dog. It's okay. The Atlanta style right now. You can turn the Future on right now. And you can turn on what's the dude, Young Thug on. You cannot tell them apart if you don't really listen. If you don't sit there and be like, dog, or the Migos come on, then you cannot tell them people apart if you don't be like, dog, who is that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what song was this made by? What beat? You feel me? I tell more rappers about their beats. Their producers stand out more than their actual lyrics. Yeah. That's why I said with your shirt, you got a shirt that speaks to Detroit because it's everything about Detroit right now. The glasses when you go out of town, everybody knows about our glasses. That's like a Detroit landmark. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Cartier like that without Detroit being involved. And then you got something that stands out Detroit players. When people used to talk about Detroit, that's what they labeled us as. It wasn't the Dope Boys. It was Atlanta Dope Boy came from Atlanta. Or Atlanta Dope Boy or D-Boy. Right. We had Detroit players. It was pimps and you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That's what it was. Even a dope dealer had a suit on, man. Them dudes was, you feel what I'm saying? So that show, that's probably one of the reasons that shirt sold, because it spoke out to people that knew the roots of Detroit, and they know where they come from. You know what I'm saying? It's way bigger than just being something that's catchy. They actually went behind that movement. You feel me? That's why the Get Out the Mud means so much, because it's a movement that people live by. Yeah. And that people live by being a Detroit player. You know what I'm saying? People that make their living off that. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's real life.
Yeah, that's that you can't duplicate that. That's real life. You know what I'm saying? You can't duplicate that. But man, as far as the other stuff, Detroit following, man. They follow her like a mother.
No, I won't say everybody, but you definitely, of course, got some people who follow me like, shit, all right, I see everybody, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing with the clothing line. Let me go ahead and find me a stamp. Throw them up on there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, you got some people like that, but everybody is not the same, you know. I'm for my city, you know. I push the city a lot, so maybe that's just me, but... You know, so Detroit player, Cyrus, you a Detroit player?
Yeah.
It's like when I made the shirt, it was like, man, what would be like? What would people rock with? What would hit close to home and have the whole put Detroit behind me, since I was just leaving Ann Arbor. It's like I gotta get my hometown with me. So it was like, man, I always been saying I want to get the bus. Since I was in college, I was like, not in college, but just everybody, it's just like
you get the bus is what you going. That's what you're grinding for.
It's like when I was younger.
That's definitely the Detroit thing right there.
That's the stamp. When you get the bus, you didn't like you made it. Your first pair of bus.
Who came on there? 106 Park, Big Sean, Dave. Yeah.
Man, you wear the bus, bro, from Detroit. Oh yeah. You get that rollie, man. That's like making it to the average hood dude. That's like you You feel me?
It's funny because when I was younger though, like even in high school, I feel like it was cool, but it was still like kind of dangerous. You know, back it was it was hot back then. It was real. It was way more hot than it is now.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was like you getting murdered. I was talking to one of my
and it wasn't on social media.
No, right. It wasn't on social media for real. So people was just following you from work. I got a coworker I work with now. He told me he was chilling, and when he probably like 15 years older than me. He said he chilling in Jefferson traffic. You know how Jefferson is like when Jefferson on a Saturday night is like a car show. Everybody just like a parking lot. Everybody chilling, slow traffic, music blasting. He chilling. He got his girl. He just left the club, and somebody took him.
Oh, that's the worst.
He in the drop top. He like right off his face. He just sitting there like he blow and left the club. He like
stuck like
wait, did somebody
just take my glasses?
He said his girl like, where your glasses go? He like, oh, they start looking in the car. He like, dog.
What's my man? I'm left up.
He's like, I know. I know this took my glasses.
Snatched them right off.
He tapped his man like, I think somebody just took my glasses off my face. But it wasn't no joke, man. It wasn't no joke.
Then, but now it's like, I mean, it's
still people.
Downtown is a different place now. You know, it's like, cause I live closer to downtown now, so I feel comfortable going downtown with my buffs on. But it was like when I made this shirt back then, it was like something that I used to, you know, even myself looked up to.
For the city.
So people see that and be like, yeah, that's dope. Even if I can say this, the shirt's sweet. But even if the shirt wasn't sweet, I think people still abide because what it stands for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when another thing I ask is people clothing line, I ask them what do it stand for? What's your motivation behind doing it?
Yeah.
Is it just because you know people like it, or because of how you really feel? Like get out the mud for me, it's how I really feel.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like we getting out the mud. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like I'm getting up every day, even I'm punching the clock or whatever I'm doing. I feel like I'm getting it from the bottom. I wasn't born with no cheese. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than me. Like I think people can stop buying my stuff right now. I'ma still wear it because that's what I'm still doing.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It would never. I'm always, if I was you, my mind, I'm always be the Detroit player. So I'ma still wear it. That shirt could have been butt fuck ugly. But he got that yellow shirt on. But that motherfucker say Detroit player on it. I'ma still hang it on my wall. You might not catch me wearing it on the street here and there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get one of them for the closet though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it stands by. You know what I'm saying?
And what made me feel so good about when it started like popping off, because when I first put the picture out on social media, I put I didn't have them out ready on the website, because usually I have to like get it ready on the site, put the pictures up, add the inventory, how many of each size I got, all of that stuff. So I didn't even do any of that. I got them in. I kept it like a secret because I was in that like grind mode. I was just designing, practicing, getting better. So I got the shirts made and I just dropped it, had my sister in it, and the picture got like it got a lot of retweets and likes, and it was like just coming in like, oh, I want one, I need one, I want one, I need one. I was like, I never experienced that, you know, before on any of my designs. And this was like my first one that's like was buzzing. I was like, man, this feel good. So I'm just tying it into social media. It's like that was a big social media day for me. They got my design out, so that even made me want to speed things up. I'm like, well, you know, I act on stuff. I'm like, about to get to the money, so I put them on sale like the next day or within 2 days, because I already had them. So I put them on sale, and it was like I was getting sales from like all over. You know, people from all over in different states was buying. I was like, man, this is crazy. So that's the power of social media, but also I believe, you know, like you were saying, like I believed in it. It was just something that you know I looked up to, just like everybody else, because people would be like, you know, I feel like I gotta have a buzz on before I get this shirt, and I'm like, man, I don't even have no buzz.
Right.
I glamorize this stuff just like y'all. You know, I'm still coming up. It's like it's just a culture type thing.
Motivation.
It's motivation. You know?
I got the shirt now. That was the cheapest part because the bus cost $2,700. I'm get the shirt that cost $30 or whatever. Then I'm gonna get them buffs because I gotta get the buffs to go with the shirt. You know what I'm saying?
I did have every time I put the shirt out, besides that first one with my sister, she didn't have them on, but all the official pictures I did try to have my model have some buffs on when he wore them or when she wore them. But I would had to do the most to get them. You know
Right.
how I be. It's like how I be like, man, who I know that got some bugs. Hey, bro, let me borrow the bugs.
Real nigga shit.
I had went all the way from the west side down back to downtown, and then back to the west side to do a photo shoot. This to go to get borrow some bucks from my bro that lived downtown. And came right. And then I had to take them back to him the same day.
Right.
It was like, man, you know how I be when you
Right.
looking for some bucks.
Man. Hell yeah. That's why you gonna trust you looking motherfuckers. They swiping people like, man, you sure you make my buff
like,
back?
You be scared to ask, like, I'm gonna ask, like, you know I'm trying to get my clothes
Hey,
up, right?
so with social media, I got one question, man. This is one of my problems that I'm having. Responding to people that own social media. How do you handle that? Like as I was saying, we don't have nobody doing it for us. We don't have no assistants, and I get a lot of times where I upload something. You know, like the other day I uploaded a jacket I did for my sister. It went crazy. Now this jacket actually was a custom. She bought some new Air Maxes, man. She needed something to go with it. Her and my mom went to that concert. I did her a jacket and I just put it up there like, yeah, another happy customer. You know, this was marketing.
Yeah.
And they got to hit me up. I couldn't answer all of them. You know what I'm saying? It was a little out of hand a little bit.
Yeah.
So how do you answer in bulk? Like that's how I end up doing. I end up just answering everybody. Like, look, if you want to order, how you order, it's the price on it, and then so I just kind of answer all their questions in one. How do you answer everybody per name, or you just do it in bulk? How you handle that?
No, I always try to do individual. You know, I try to make people feel
personalize it.
Yeah, as appreciated as they can, just so you can, I appreciate, every single one of them, so I want to act like I appreciate every single one of them.
Right.
And that's another, I've never felt like it was, it was too much for me to hit, respond to everybody. I always try to respond, and because I keep saying I appreciate it.
You talk about the appreciation. That's what I want to go back to. You talk about appreciation. So just on a little more personal, who helps to show you that you are appreciated? Who motivates you to keep going? And of course, the people who buy your shirts, but as far as your family, and or not, I won't just say your family because maybe not your family, but everybody.
Biggest supporter for the most part.
Right, your biggest supporter who motivates you, keep you going and stuff like that.
Well, I'm really motivated by my younger sister and her and all youth. What pushes me to go is thinking about how when I was in college and I was feeling like my grades could be an obstacle because I can't. I don't want to put all of my energy into these grades and I'm not really doing too good at. Just me trying to. I don't want people to feel like they're limited. Like they. Like that's all you have to do. Like you can't. Do something for yourself. So I look at my younger sister and that's what I see. I see like. Younger me, and I think about where I came from. All the kids we came in contact with working together in Detroit Impact and through Peeps. It's like all of those youth. I just want to be an example for them. So yeah, that's my motivation is the youth. I want to be able to show people like, man, you can. I was where you was at. You can do this too. So that's what really pushed me to be the most, because it's like. Your story. Somebody needs to hear your story.
Yeah.
And so that's what. So
and that's why I definitely appreciate you for being on the show.
Sure.
I keep saying that about you. You definitely came from a part of the city. What they call the outskirts of the North End, and that's where they start putting statistics on people and saying, you definitely wouldn't have been this far, you definitely wouldn't have succeeded in this, or you supposed to been doing this. So I definitely think that's a big deal, and for you to do it for the kids, that's what's up.
Yeah, man, that's always a good look for them kids, man. That's our future.
For real.
If they do bad, we can forget it. We can wrap it up.
And we can't allow social media to put stuff in their head and make them think, that this what the world is and this what's supposed to be going on and watching these videos and getting this fake information. And that's why I always say this is a platform for us to teach others as well as for us to learn from others, for everybody in the city to come together, for us all to learn and, you know, gain knowledge from each other, to spread it to the youth so they have that motivation for them to keep going, to show them that you can, you know, be your own boss, be your own leader, be a leader for other people. I definitely think that's a big thing. I'm definitely rocking what you're doing.
For sure, man. Big shout out to you what you're doing, bro.
That's a big
straight, look straight.
Thank you.
Sure.
What's the future though? What's the future for Cyrus and Cool Club?
Player.
Yeah. So lately, I want to have a really, I'm gonna have a big summer with Cool Club, but I've been so into my pictures right now just because I'm a full-time photographer with the city. So I do edit and have to deal with a lot of photos. Also, I've been, you know, just practicing on working on being a better photographer right now. That's what stage of my art I'm in right now, just getting better with my photography and you know, just trying to get new levels. I've been trying to be in art shows and try to start selling my work, my photography. So
do you want to do that on the side though? Like I'm saying, like, do you still, like, if I want to do a photo shoot for my doors, you still do all that type of stuff too?
Definitely.
Okay, so is it a different website on that? Like, check the website.
Well, we just make it happen.
Oh, just make it happen. Okay.
Yeah, I have some a sample site on my. I can send to you, but yeah, I just, you know, it's usually through word of mouth. People see my photos on like Instagram or people that I work with. They know if I shoot for the city, they like, you know, they have me do a job for them, or they family and friends. So yeah, it's you know, that's usually like more direct. You know, that's a more direct thing. Okay. So yeah, but I definitely the photos, you know, that's my freelance shoots have been coming in kind of like steady. So. That's been cool, good, easy work. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into the designs too. That's the future. I'm gonna have a good summer for Cool Club, but also want to see myself keep rising in photography too.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what it's about. Elevating and improving your craft as much as you can. Of income.
Yep. Never keep your hand in one spot too long, or all your hands in one spot. We can be doing 2-3 different things. That's what's up.
We talked about that on the last show. We supposed to do a little recap, but yeah, that's basically what it was. Detroit business. That's what we kind of keep pushing. Either way it go, business and in general, to keep that pushing and keep it growing and keep elevating. Like, you don't think that it's no
cap.
Right.
There's no cap. You know what I'm saying? You can always it's no roof, no ceiling. You always can keep going, man. I don't know. Before we get out of here, does anybody want to shout out, man? Anybody want to? You know,
tell us about communication before we get out of here too. How big I know you talked about the networking and stuff. How big is the communication?
Oh,
you don't got to go deep into it. Just shout out how he said. I just want to know how big you think it is. Before we get out of here.
Communication, as far as how my communication to the people, to everybody. Definitely. That's how I communicate. My brand is everything, as far as what photos I post, even like captions, or even my personal page, what kind of tweets I'm sending out, what how people perceive me. It's everything. I love to communicate a positive, at least something that's not negative.
Right, you still gotta be yourself. Keep that positivity for the kids.
So the communication is very important. So you can communicate with me on my Twitter. Super Cyrus B, Instagram Super Cyrus B, Facebook for family and friends, I guess. Cyrus Stetter. So yeah, man, that's me. You find me.
That's what's up.
You had something else to ask? I thought you were about to ask me something.
Well, no, I just need shout out who you want to shout out, man. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. You gave us a lot of insight, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This was a helpful thing for me too, man, because I'm actually down with somebody to do what I do. And to hear what you're going through, we going through some of the similar things and take advice and give advice, and it's always good to do that. So this interview actually helped me, help me go farther than what I do. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
It's dope. It's dope
for me.
Anything else you want to let the people know? We can be looking forward to coming soon. Anything you want to drop for us? This summer,
I'm gonna do some nice designs.
We can see some surprises, some pops.
I'm gonna really nobody. Well, I feel bad about saying it, but I'm really gonna focus in all of this month, all of May. So I don't have the designs ready yet, but they will be ready by this month. So I'm saying it now. They'll be ready in this summer. It's gonna be starting in June, July.
Yeah. Heard it first. He got it on the way.
Yep. Well, we definitely enjoyed talking to you today. Our special guest, Cyrus. It's always good. We definitely hope to have you back again. We definitely invite you back again.
I'll be here.
Yes. It's your girl, Miss Wani, and your boy, Mr. Get It Out the Mud. It's Let's Talk. And remember, life is the lock, but you are the key, and it's chess, not checkers, my baby. I want to thank our audience. I want to thank all y'all out there. What's up? I want y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell everybody. Just share this. We are a platform for up and coming artists. We want to let you guys know, and always remember that life is the lock, but you are the key. And remember, it's chess, not checkers, my baby.